Hi friends, welcome to this new video of Pyspark tutorial playlist. In this video, we will learn how to run SQL queries in Pyspark. But before jumping into the execution part, let's first understand why do we need SQL queries when we already have Pyspark data frames to work with. Let's go to the notebook for that.
First reason is that SQL is a standard language for interacting with databases, making it easier to work with different database systems. Second, you can get or modify data without worrying about detailed steps. Like you do not need to worry about methods, functions, anything. You can just simply rely on the SQL queries. Third reason, SQL queries is compatible with many systems and their databases. So you just need to learn one time and you can use those queries multiple times in across multiple databases. Last reason is it can use optimization capability of databases, which makes it efficient. Those are the reasons. Now let's get to the execution part. Before actually running SQL queries, we will first need to install Pyspark and then initiate a Spark session and then read the dataset. Once the installation is complete, we can start a Spark session. So we have imported a Spark session module, and with the help of this module, we can start a Spark session. Now let's read the dataset. Since the dataset is in Google Drive, we will first need to connect this notebook with the drive and then copy the path of that dataset. For connecting with drive, we can go to the left panel files and then we can click on mount drive. Once it get connected, you will see a folder here. You can simply click on it, click on my drive, and here you will be able to see all the files that are in Google Drive. We have our data set in this particular folder. Can copy the path of the data set, and once we have got the path, we can go and create the syntax of it. Let's do it df. Since our Spark session is saved in this Spark object, we can call it, and then we can use .read.csv, and we can give the path here, and also header is equal to true, and infer schema is equal to true. Let's run it and let's close this window. Let's do dot show as well to see the data set. So here we have four columns: company, employee, age, and income. Now let's execute SQL queries. Now for executing SQL queries, you can use a syntax like spark.sql, and let's try to execute SQL query in this particular data frame, and let's see if it works. So we can use select asterisk from df, and we can use dot show. Once we do this, we will get to know that table or view not found. It is showing this error because we will need to create a table first, which we can call temporary table. Okay, let's create it. We can use df dot create or replace temp view, and then here we can give the name of the table that we want to create. For example, we can give any name. I'm giving here temp df. Let's run as. And now if you see, our temporary table has been created with the name temp df. Let's try to replace it here and let's try to run it. Once we run it, we can see that once we run it, we can see, okay, so that's how we can use SQL queries in Pyspark by creating a temporary table. Now let's check if we are able to execute other SQL queries in this table. Now let's execute more SQL commands and let's see if it works. We will need to use spark.sql to execute SQL queries. We can use select And instead of asterisk, we can use aggregate functions like max. Let's try to find the age from table temp view, temp df. We can use dot show here. Okay, so in this data frame, the maximum age is 35. We can also do other operations here. So instead of using aggregate functions, we can simply see the employee name. Okay, their age from data frame where income is greater than 40,000. Let's try to do dot show. So here we can see that Avinash, Raghav, Arun, and Ankit, their income is greater than 40,000. So this is pretty much simple because every SQL query would be executable here. There is one more thing I wanted to discuss. The duration of this temp table is available for duration of the Spark session. If the Spark session is terminated or the application is closed, the temporary table will be automatically removed, or you can drop the temporary table manually by using this particular command, which says dot dot temp view, and then you can mention the name of the table. So here the temp table has been removed. Guys, but in real life project, we would not need to delete the temp view table since it get deleted after the Spark session itself. So those are the topics I wanted to cover in this video. Executing SQL queries is pretty simple in Pyspark. In this lecture, we understood how to register data frame as a SQL temp table and then execute SQL commands and also drop temp table. That's it. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.